Alright, Pretender here, back with another Honkai Star Rail video. And with 2.3 just around the corner, I wanted to be talking about these characters that will be actually getting a pretty significant buff with the 2.3 update, mainly because of the upcoming relics. So as we do know, there are two new main relic sets that are coming out to the game, and there are also going to be two new ornaments. So I'm going to be talking about every new relic set, including the ornament sets, and then also talk about which characters they will be mainly buffing. And yep, that's all I gotta say. Before I get to the video, drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell icon for more videos like this, and let's get straight into the video. So the first new relic set is going to be the Iron Cavalry against the Scourge. What the set does is the 2-piece increases the break effect by 16%, and the 4-piece, what it does is if the wearer's break effect is at 150% or higher, it ignores 10% of the enemy target's defense when dealing break damage to them. When the wearer's break effect is 250% or higher, the super break damage they deal to enemy targets additionally ignores 15% of the target's defense. So the first character I do want to talk about that is going to be getting buffed by the set is actually the character that's going to be a part of the first half of 2.3, being Firefly. Firefly is a pure break character you want to have built with break effect. Besides break effect, one of the other best things you can have on a break character like her is actually ignoring defense. And now with all the changes that she has got into her final kit, she does also have innate super break. So now with her, and even if you didn't have someone like Trailblazer, she is able to make full use of the set, getting the 2-piece of 16% break effect, which is really easy. And when you have 150% or higher break effect, you're getting a 10% defense ignore when dealing break damage, which again is where her main source of damage will be. And at 250% break or higher, which you will also want to have because you'll probably mainly have around 300% and higher on your Firefly, you are getting an additional 15% ignoring defense when you are doing super break damage, which again, she does actually do. And even if she didn't have it, you would mainly be running her with Trailblazer anyways, so you are still able to make full use of the set. This is going to be her best set for the most damage output. The next character that will be getting buffed by the set is actually BOOTHILL. Practically for the same reasons I did mention about Firefly, getting the 16% increase to break effect is going to be very beneficial on him, and 150% or higher break effect, which you will have on him, he gets a 10% defense ignore when dealing break damage, which is also his main source of damage. The only issue is that 250% break effect or higher, which again you usually will have on him, he does not actually have innate super break compared to Firefly. They did make the set tailored more towards Firefly, but a lot of people do actually run Harmony Trailblazer with him, so if you are running him with Harmony Trailblazer, you're able to make full use of the set as well. And even if you are not running him with Harmony Trailblazer, this is still going to be his best in slot because again, as I mentioned, ignoring defense is the next best thing you can do on break characters. And so that 10% defense ignore, while the 2-piece giving you 60% break effect, is going to be the most value this set can give you. And so this is also going to be his next best in slot as well. And the last character for this set I'm going to talk about is Jue or Jue. I actually still don't know how to say her name. As she is another character for mainly breaking the enemy. The 2-piece, still very beneficial with 16%, 150% break effect or higher, ignoring defense. And to anyone that still actually does use her, if you do have that 250% break effect or higher mark, and you are running with Harmony Trailblazer, you can make full use of the set. She will be able to use the set pretty well. Otherwise, the Quantum set still may be better if you are not dealing super break damage. But if you are, then the set does become a lot more valuable. Now the next set is actually the Wind Soaring Valorous. The 2-piece increases attack by 12%, and the 4-piece increases the wearer's crit rate by 6%. When the wearer uses a follow-up attack, increases the damage dealt by their ultimate by 36%, lasting for 1 turn. So this relic set will be buffing, you guessed it, absolutely no one. I don't even know why they had to make this relic set pretty mid. The only way you can actually use a set is if you are using someone else that uses a 2-piece of attack percent or anything. So if you are farming for the other one and you do gain some of these relics that might have some good stats, you can use the 2-piece on some characters that might use it. Otherwise, the 4-piece is practically not used on anyone, and there's going to be better alternatives for most other characters. Now that is the 2 new relic sets that we're going to get, but now we're moving on to planar ornaments. So the first planar ornament I'm going to be talking about is the Duran Dynasty of the Running Wolves. And what it does is when an ally uses a follow-up attack, the wearer receives 1 stack of merit, stacking up to 5 times. Each stack of merit increases the damage dealt by the wearer's follow-up attacks by 5%. When there are 5 stacks, additionally increases the wearer's crit damage by 25%. So with this set, you can get up to 25% increase in damage for your follow-up attacks, and an additional 25% increase to your crit damage. And so this planar ornament is going to probably be the best in slot for every single follow-up attack character on a follow-up attack team. So if you're running a team like Topaz Ratio Aventurine or Clara Aventurine Topaz, and this also does include the new character Jade, the characters who mainly will be doing their main source of damage off a follow-up attack, this will be the new best in slot. The only times this won't really apply to those follow-up attack characters will be if you are running them with a Glamoth build that lets them get up to 160 speed. So if you have Glamoth on your Ratio or Topaz and you have the ability to get them to 160 speed, then this set might not be as good. And the only other way is if you have mainly on Aventurine, if you're running him with Broken Keel or more of a support / defensive build, then you probably wouldn't want to switch to this anyways. But other than that, it's going to be the best in slot. This is going to be an extremely easy set to ramp up because it is when allies use a follow-up attack rather than just the wearer. So anyone on your team can give you a stack of merit, and if you have multiple of this on multiple people and you have multiple follow-up attack characters on the team, you are going to easily stack up the merit stacks, easily getting up to 5 very, very early on, no matter the concept being Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, the new Apocalyptic Shadow game mode, Simulated Universe. It's going to be extremely easy to ramp this up. And now you have a 25% increase to your follow-up damage and a 25% increase to crit damage. So this is now going to be the new best in slot for practically any follow-up character. Sasato is very nice, mainly for the crit rate, but that does give you a 15% increase to your ult and follow-up damage, which can be nice on characters that do damage on the ult, like Ratio and Aventurine. But this one gives you a 25% increase to the follow-up damage, and also the 25% crit damage is going to be really, really good. And then also on the new character Jade, the main source of her damage also does come from her follow-up attack, because the whole purpose is to build up her charges and have the follow-up attack proc to do a bunch of damage. So this is going to be the main set you use on her. The only issue is with this, you might want to run something else on her if you are not running her on a follow-up attack team, because at E0, you're mainly going to be using her with AoE characters, such as Blade, Clara, Argenti, Kimiko, those kind of characters that can hit a lot of people to get the charges for Jade. And so on a team like that, where you might not have other follow-up attack sources, I did just list some characters that are follow-up attacks. Like Blaze is a bit slow though, but with her it's easier. Clara, it's pretty easy to stack this up, but the only time is if you'd be running her with a character that is AoE to stack her up, but doesn't really get enough charges for Jade to let her follow-up attack a lot, or there's no sources of follow-up outside of her. Then this might not be the best in slot for Jade, but again, you're mainly going to be pairing her with Blade, Clara, Kimiko, which are all characters that can do follow-up attacks. So it still is mainly going to be her best in slot as well. And the final planet ornament for this video for buffs is going to be the Forge of the Calpagni Lantern. I don't know how to say that word. What it does is increases the wearer's speed by 6%. When the wearer hits enemy targets with fire weakness, the wearer's break effect increases by 40%, lasting for 1 turn. So this planet ornament is mainly going to be best for the new 5-star character Firefly. And the only other character that might benefit from this is actually Kimiko. Firefly implants fire weakness, so it's practically easy to always have uptime on this break effect increase, which the 40% break effect increase and 6% speed is very, 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 very good on her. As for Himiko, if they don't have fire weakness, you are most likely not running her anyways. So it's something like Pure Fiction or Memory of Chaos where they do have fire weakness and you are taking your Himiko. This is going to be really good, giving her more break effect, letting you break enemies more, gain the charges, being able to proc the follow-up attack more. The speed increase is also nice, so your Himiko can get some more turns. Is also going to be a really good set, but mainly for Firefly because this whole set is practically for now mainly for Firefly, but can work on Himiko, and for other characters it isn't that great. And so yeah, that is all 4 new relic sets, 2 new main relic sets, 2 new planet ornaments. As you can see, the break effect point is going to be good for any break character. Very, very excited for that one. The other new relic set, very, very yikes. I don't know why they made the changes to make that relic set really bad. New follow-up one for the planet ornaments is going to be super nice. Can't wait to farm the absolute living hell out of that one. And then the new fire weakness break effect one is just best for Firefly and Himiko, and then for everyone else is kind of just there. Let me know what you guys are going to be farming. Are you guys going to be farming the hell out of the new mode for these planet ornaments? Or you could be farming mainly the new relic sets. I'm going to assume most people are going to go for the relic sets, then go for the ornaments, because that is a smart play to do. Unless you might not have a break character, so you're not going to bother with the relic sets, and then you can go for the ornaments. But yeah, let me know. Personally, I'm probably just going to get a base set for my BOOTHILL, and then go straight to spamming the living hell out of farming these ornaments, because I really need them for my follow-up attack characters. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Peace out.